Hello and good morning, chat. I initially planned on making a video today, the part 3, for the whole, not being friends with benefits storyline, and well, truthfully, I couldn't get my voice to work properly, probably because I just woke up and everything was foggy. I tried brushing my teeth, I tried getting water, I tried making coffee, and it just threw me off. So I was like going through my YouTube comments to get inspiration to like, kick myself in the ass. And I realized that I did promise you guys that I'd do a full video on the entire Atsu situation. And for a lot of you who don't know who Atsu is, he is or was a content creator for Genshin Impact, and he was very influential in the scene. When Genshin dropped, he was one of the first to start doing content for it, and he grew a very, how to say, large? No, that's not the correct term. Passionate, I guess, loyal fan base. And for some time, he had a problem with another content creator called Tectone. And Tectone's everything that Atsu is not. If Atsu portrays himself as a very soft, very caring, very all about the people kind of person, Tectone's a very loud, very mean, very asshole, straight in your face kind of person. And they've clashed for some time. And truthfully, Tectone came into the Genshin from other games. And in the other games, they were drama as well. So Atsu decided to use Tectone's past mistakes as a weapon, saying, look, this guy, he is a very bad guy because look at his past. His past is a very bad. And because of that, a lot of people started hating on Tectone. Add the fact that he's a very loud in your face person, so when people start saying, hey, you're a bad guy because X and Y reason, instead of just taking it and shutting up, he would be in your face telling you, no, shut up, you're wrong, and then try to prove you wrong, but then people don't like being told that they're wrong. Anyway, this was a back and forth for some time, and Tectone started going through some stuff with his wife, and Atsu decided to use that as a weapon against Tectone. Why am I saying all this? So that you would understand that Atsu is a person that does not hesitate to weaponize a situation against someone he does not like. Now, Atsu decided that all this drama going on right now, and I'll touch on the drama, is too much for him. He is going to stop content creating. And the way that he phrased it all, it feels like he's weaponizing the drama to make it feel like, hi guys, I'm quitting content creating, not because I want to, but because all of these people are forcing me to quit content creation. That is what it feels like. Why do I say that? Okay, so we need to go back a couple of months now. There is a guy named Braxophone. He's a smaller content creator that is trying to come up on the Honkai Star Rail scene. I mean, he's a bit larger now, but you know, he was small when it happened. And because of that, he tried to get into the Hoyoverse scene, try to become friends with other content creators, get close to people, and it was working for a small bit. He was invited to like a small social greeting for Hoyoverse content creators. In that, he went around trying to talk to people, trying to get to know people, and pictures were taken. When the pictures were taken, he asked everyone, hey, is anyone in this photo not comfortable being in this photo? Nobody spoke up. He spoke up to one girl in particular. He was like, hi, who are you? She turned around and said, hi, I'm a nobody. Don't worry about it. So, some time passed. He posted the picture. It turns out that the picture that he posted was of a VTuber who is not someone who shows herself online. When that happened, a lot of people in the circle, hey, this is XY person, please remove the photo. And he quickly removed it, apologized, and did his best to get rid of any copy of the photo that was possible. That being said, he took his time, he apologized, and he tried to make up for it. A lot of people blamed him for that. I don't stand by that. I think he did everything he could. He tried to introduce himself. He asked about it. He even tried to find out who the girl was so that he know who he was posting. But they were just not close to him, I guess. That being said, Atsu later on posted the same picture. But instead of posting the picture with the girl in it, he photoshopped her model over the girl. And in addition, he photoshopped the model over the guy as well, because they were standing right next to each other. He photoshopped him out of the picture, and then when people brought it up and asked him about it, he said, there's nothing wrong with this picture. I didn't do anything wrong. Now, a lot of people found that very weird, but didn't comment on it because nobody knew. Until Braxophone decided to release a Twitter document. He kind of explained what happened with Atsu. He kind of explained that ever since he joined, he tried to get close to Atsu. Atsu like tell him no, and then it was okay because he's not trying to force a friendship. But it started to feel that one by one, every single content creator that was connected to Atsu slowly started ignoring and pushing Braxophone out. And every time Braxophone would come out and say, hey, did I do something wrong to upset you? Did I do something to bother you? They'd say, no, but Atsu. So eventually it just started feeling like Atsu had blacklisted him from the Hoyoverse community. And he started claiming some very heavy accusations, saying that Atsu is very close to Hoyoverse, which is very true. That Atsu has power to help people get contracts, which is also kind of true. It's one of those cases where because Atsu has worked with Hoyoverse for so long, and because Atsu knows someone in Hoyoverse, he can give like a good word for someone. It's like when a good worker tells the boss that, hey, this person's been working hard. They're easily to believe because, they're a good worker. And Braxophone brought that up, that it felt like he was blacklisted from the content creators, and then slowly it felt like his career was being strangled because Atsu was telling people that he was a weirdo, he was a creep, he was trying to force friendships for clout. But anyway, that's what Braxophone dropped. And Atsu read the whole thing, responded to it, called it bullshit, called it lies, called Braxophone a clout chaser. And his community was like, yeah, the Atsu that we know wouldn't do any of this, right? Until a bunch of Atsu's friends decided to come out and side with Braxophone, saying Atsu did tell us that Braxophone is a weirdo and to stay away from him. Atsu did help me with my contract, so him saying that he can't help with contracts is bullshit. Atsu did say that this person shouldn't come here and we shouldn't deal with these people. Atsu is someone who uses his influence to manipulate people. Atsu does tell us that if we go against him, he will ruin our careers. And now it turned into a massive fiasco because from those larger content creators coming out, a bunch of smaller content creators started coming out. It started being Braxophone and that's his friends, then a bunch of content creators who tried to get into it and was blacklisted by Atsu, saying that they simply could not work with Hoyoverse because their interaction with Atsu was poor, that Atsu didn't like them, so no other content creator would work with them, and Hoyoverse seemed to go from wanting to work with them to absolutely not even knowing they exist anymore. And Atsu started getting a lot of backlash, and I mean a lot. Because remember that story I told you guys with Tectone earlier, like 5 years ago or however long ago. It's not that long. It's like 3 years ago, maybe. God, time is so weird. Anyway, a few years ago, this exact same thing happened between Atsu and Tectone, but because Tectone's an asshole, everyone sided with Atsu, and nobody came out to like say, hey, Tectone's right, Atsu is a manipulative bastard. So it spent years with everyone demonizing Tectone and praising Atsu. But now, since it's all coming to light, Tectone brought up everything. And when I say everything, I mean every drama that he had brought up in the past and everybody sided with Atsu. He brought up every single one and showed everyone the inconsistencies in Atsu's story and his behavior. And everyone started to put together that, hey, this Atsu guy really is just a manipulative, abusive bastard. That being said, a lot of things were happening to Atsu in the background that we didn't know about. One of the things was his wife of like 10 years or 20 years or something. Okay, not 20 years. Of 10 years was cheating on him. And in the middle of the fiasco is when he found out. And he decided that he was going to attempt to take his life. And from that is where he drew the conclusion that he is going to step away from content creating. His wife cheated on him. He lost his wife. He failed to commit suicide. His career is going down the drain. All of his friends are now seemingly against him. So his life is completely crippled. He is in a very dark place, and he took some time off, like a month or two time off from everything. And he came back with a document, a 33-page document explaining everything. And at first, I was like, oh, this is probably going to be an apology and him owning up to a lot of his mistakes, and he's going to try to do better. Boy, was I wrong. I read the document, like I've read all 33 pages, okay? I was gonna make a reaction video of me reading the document and like going through everything, and it's on my phone. Like it's like a fucking 1 hour long recording on my phone. And that's only like the first 12 pages. And I stopped myself and was like, this is a lot. I'm not sure you guys would want this. I'll probably just make a like paragraph, like not paragraph, a like shorter version of the video, just talking on the topic, right? But yeah, anyway, so I read through it. The first page was him almost victimizing himself. He started off by saying that he attempted suicide multiple times, that his wife cheated on him and this drama ruined his life. And he is here to clarify things. I personally disliked that intro. It may sound very sad the way I just said it, but the way he worded it, he almost seemed like he was victimizing himself to his audience. The classic, "Hi, before we start, I want you to know that my puppy just died, so everything I'm about to say, please understand that I'm saying it from a place of hurt." And then he spent 33 pages, and I shit you not, he spent 33 pages shit-talking his friends. He spent 33 pages bashing their characters in. He spent 33 pages talking about how horrible they are. Sure, he added some paragraphs here and there of why he's like this, that he's sad, that he cares about them, and how they betrayed him really hurt him inside. And after he says stuff like that, he goes back to bashing them. And then at the end of the 33 pages, he specifically called them all out, name by name, one by one, and targeted each one of them, and decided to drag their name through the dirt. So this 33-page document that should have been him owning up to his mistakes, understanding that he did something wrong and that he could better himself, and maybe saying that, hey, I didn't handle things correctly, but I'm only human. No, he decided that he's going to play the victim card. He's going to double down that he did nothing wrong, and then blame everyone else around him. And then a lot of people was shocked by this. And I mean a lot. All of his friends read the document, and I mean every single one of them called him out on lying, making shit up, pretending things are not the way that it is, misinterpreting and I can't remember the word now. But just taking information, portraying it as one thing when it's a completely different thing. One of the guys you might know if you're a Genshin guy is Ziox. He called out Ziox on a sexual assault allegation. I shit you not, in a document about Atsu's problems, he randomly brought up a sexual assault allegation as a means to get back at his friend. Luckily, Ziox had all the documents, all the proof, all the screenshots of everything that happened, and he had contact with the other person involved. And for those, I don't want to pursue or anything, because for those who are wondering what the allegations was, there was a party that they were all invited in, and Ziox invited a female friend to the party, and the female friend brought a bunch of other friends over, right? And they were all drunk from a previous party coming over to this new party, and some stuff happened in the house that made people uncomfortable, so they all got kicked out. And they started having a rumor that Ziox kind of invited people over to drink to try to take advantage of them. And Atsu, quote unquote, helped Ziox with the problem. He kind of just helped everybody get together and talk about it and figure out what happened. And it turned out nothing really happened. It was just a really big misunderstanding, and rumors started to spread, and Ziox and the person dealt with that, and they were over that for about 2 years now, because this is in the past. And the way Atsu weaponized this information and put it into his document was to make it seem like Xiox is this nasty, evil womanizer who has a sexual assault allegation against him that Atsu had to bury for him because he's a friend. So that's the drama. Like, a lot of people came out and their individual parts that they defended and showed that Atsu was lying and manipulating information. And then Atsu decided, you know what? I'm gonna log off all of my social medias and just disappear for a while. And that's kind of been the drama. I covered this in a 1 minute video before, but it was like too short to be a full. Like, a lot of people were like, "Hi, I try to understand this, but I can't because you're talking really fast." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough," because I have to like fit it all in a minute, and I do naturally talk really fast to begin with. So I do hope this helped clarify a lot of people that were confused. You know, now that I talk and I like do all of that, I kind of feel better. I probably could have. I needed to wake up earlier. That's what I need to do. I need to wake up earlier, record before I went to bed. But for now, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Alright, bye-bye.